Pardon me, sir, but about those curious demiguise statues I've seen.
What? Who are you? Why do you ask?
They're quite clever.
Oh, thank you. A lot of craftsmanship and care went into them. I assume.
So you did create them?
Yes, I did. It was a ploy to give that pathetic oaf Moon a taste of the grief he caused me years ago. You are the one who's been pilfering them.
I am, at the request of Mr. Moon. I received your owl on your stationery.
Ah, well, fitting Moon would enlist a student. Too cowardly to do it himself. Hasn't changed a bit. Even when we were at school, he was a cowardly bully. Gave me a horrible nickname, which I shan't repeat. I was thrilled when we left school and he seemed gone for good. Then I started seeing him around Hogsmeade. It was too much. Even if I do take satisfaction in that his life's destiny was to be a lowly caretaker.
Mr. Moon does a good deal for the school, and he's taught me a lot. He's terrified of those statues.
I know. You should have seen his face when that boggart appeared. Oh, priceless. That's when I knew what I needed to do. I simply didn't want to encounter him anymore. So, I shrewdly put a boggart in his path to learn his greatest fear. I then created the demiguise statues to keep him in his place, so to speak. The moons were inspired play on his name. It worked brilliantly, until you started clearing them out.
The statues are a form of bullying. You're no better than him. Perhaps it's time you both moved on.
Fair point, I suppose. If they've terrified him, as you say, he may have learned his lesson.
Mr. Moon, I've learned who's behind the demiguise statues. It was a classmate of yours that you bullied, Piers Pemberton.
Oh, I might have known. Pigtails Piers.
I don't think he likes being called that.
Of course he does. Oh, he had such flowing locks, and we used to laugh about them. I laughed the hardest of all. Clever, clever man. I'd no idea he was so devious. I must go and congratulate him. Whatever statues remain seem less terrifying now that I know they were put out by old pigtails. Continue collecting them if you like. As for me, I'm gonna go and pay a visit to my old friend.
Revelio.
very thankful. We have everything a young student might need when it comes. Have a good look around. What can I do for you today? I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
Welcome back.
Hello, Professor. I have news. The goblins are looking for something. Another repository. They've built drills to help with their search.
Most troubling.
Are these repositories like the broken container I found at Rookwood Castle?
They are. I fear we have no time to lose. Have a look at the map. Fortunately, the next trial is fairly nearby.
It's Hogwarts.
As you know, I was headmistress in my time. My portrait hangs in the headmaster's office. In fact, I witnessed Professor Black learn of your arrival. And I'll confess that I wondered about you.
Wait, is the next trial in the headmaster's office?
It is. I had hoped that when the time came, the occupant of that office would be of help to us. Unfortunately, this headmaster seems wildly unconcerned with anything but himself. You'll need to access the office while he's away.
I understand. Very well. I'll find some way to get in.
Good. I shall meet you in my portrait there. Until then.
Fig will know what to do. Goodness. Not a party to attend by myself.
It can feed a beast, or it can feed you. I prefer the latter.
Revelio.
still.
Confringo! Confringo! Confringo!
All flavor with the dark art.
Huh. The location marked on the map isn't far from here.
Confringo!
You will not survive this.
Imperial, how can I help?
You're done thinking already.
Confringo!
Confringo!
Guardian Leviosa!
That ought to warm you up.
We had plans for that hypocrite. Confringo! You cannot control me! Protect us!
Let's see you survive.
Confringo!
There'll be more of that.
Arrest them, Confringo! Leviosa! Confringo!
Confringo! Confringo!
That ought to warm you up.
Arrest them, Momentum! Expelliarmus!
You've made a mistake.
Time to teach someone a lesson!
Revelio.
Haven't a clue why there's such a fuss over them. Ah, but you trusted the wrong kind. And we see you about to echo your... This had better not be a trick. Come...
Are you always Glacius! Confringo!
I'm not one for the cold!
Guardian Leviosa!
Reducto! Oh, what's the
Bombarda! Expelliarmus!
You little kid! Neon potato! Confringo!
Who do you think you are?
Revelio.
A clear head makes way for a clear path. I don't know what your path is, since your head's never seen a clear taste.
He's weak. Yes, he is. When's the last time you saw him catch a beast? Spends more time petting the thing.
Revelio.
Revelio!
I don't like the looks of that encampment. Revelio.
Anyone looking for trouble found it in me.
bother. None of you ain't wearing that goblin. Cabalso.
Nice drive! Leviosa!
Imperial. What do you need me to do?
If it isn't the fight.
Descendo.
Hypocrite. No.
Expelliarmus. Levioso.
It's got the fairly!
Expelliarmus.
Oh, what? No.
Expelliarmus. Levioso.
What are you, shy? Nothing more courage in a warlock.
Levioso! A lucky shot!
Defender.
Let's see you survive.
Leviosa!
Crucio! The magic shot!
Incendio. Revelio.
Leviosa! How's the view? Leviosa!
How dare you!
Confringo.
Revelio.
Enjoy stealing hippogriffs, do you?
Revelio. Accio. Glacius.
Thought we'd be
Confringo.
The beasts around here.
Revelio.
Perhaps not the best place to be caught alone.
Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Accio. Glacius. Confringo.
There's a victory that came none too soon. Ugh.
Confringo. Revelio.
I've made yet.
The castle must have been quite stately in its time. Revelio. Let's see what's up your sleeve this time, Merlin.
Betting on the dragon fight was the best decision I've made yet.
Accio!
If we can't even...
Incendio! Repulsor!
On Earth, we'd afford a plan to defeat our enemies. I put forth a fine approach of how we should proceed, and it's simply ludicrous that I've been... Hogwarts is very lucky they've got protection charms.
Leviosa! Descendo!
What have you done?
Glacius! Confringo!
Your poaching days are over.
Revelio! Confringo! 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 Accio! Revelio! Glacius! Wingardium Leviosa! Glacius! Revelio! Accio!
This place has seen better days.
Revelio! Wingardium Leviosa!
Merlin himself would...
Revelio!
Pardon me, is everything all right?
No, no, it's not.
I'm afraid I don't follow. Who spoiled?
Professor Black ordered Mr. Moon. Those bells are a part of Hogwarts. We've always been a duo of sorts. It was going swimmingly until...
Perhaps I could help put the bells back up.
Really? Oh, that would be wonderful. The bells are in the bell tower just above the music room. You're certainly of more help than Adelaide.
I imagine... Just inside in the bell tower.
Revelio.
What do we have here? Mine now, demi-guys. Professor Fig, the Keepers have shown me where the next trial is.
Has something changed?
Lodgok and I have learned that the goblins are searching for another repository, like the one we saw at Rookwood Castle. And I discovered that they're building massive drills to help in their search. Professor Fitzgerald seemed very concerned.
I see. Ranrock clearly knows even more than we suspected.
And sir, there's something else. Lodgok knew Miriam.
He knew Miriam?
They encountered each other at Rookwood Castle. She was doing research. That's where she found the container with the port key. He liked her so much that he let her leave with it, despite orders from Ranrock.
I don't know what to say. She could win over almost anyone. I want to hear more of this. And, in fact, I'd like to speak with Lodgok directly. But we've no time now. Where is the next trial?
Believe it or not, it's in the headmaster's office.
Incredible. All right. You'll need the password to get past the stone gargoyle. The headmaster's house elf will know it.
I've actually met Scrope, but I'm not sure he'll tell me. He's rather devoted to the Black family.
He is. So you'll need a disguise. I have just the thing. A polyjuice potion. You'll look and sound like Professor Black.
Wait, doesn't Polyjuice Potion require a bit of the person you want to change into? And take ages to brew?
It does.
So how do you already have Polyjuice Potion to change into Professor Black?
One never knows when such a thing may come in handy. Let's just say I felt the need to be prepared for anything after my fruitless trip to the Ministry on his behalf. Now, time is of the essence. Drink up and I shall explain more. How do you feel?
Incredible. I won't forget that taste anytime soon.
Convincing. I've taken the liberty of transfiguring your robes. As we discussed, you'll need the password from Scrope, who could be anywhere in the castle. You might look for Professor Kagawa. She's taken to badgering the poor elf about Quidditch.
I see. But what if...
Leave him to me.
Thank you, Professor.
It's rather strange to hear gratitude coming...
Now to find the headmaster's house elf.
Do you have a moment, Professor? Professor, I was hoping to catch you.
Places to be, Professor Sharp. Places to be.
Of course, sir. Only... you'd asked me about a particular potion, and well,
I did? I did, yes. Well, spit it out, Sharp. I don't have all day.
Probably best not to discuss it here, sir.
I assure you, Sharp, you may speak freely.
Very well. I've brewed the cure for boils you wanted. I can drop it by your office when it's convenient.
Of course, yes. No need for all the cloak and dagger. Simply have a student deliver it.
A student. Very well, sir, if you insist.
I do. And thank you, Sharp. I just hope you've brewed enough for all my boils.
Now, to determine which student gets this rather unenviable task.
You call that a shine on those boots? Do better!
What could the headmaster want?
Chewing with your mouth open? Where are your manners?
Professor Black, how are you, sir?
Mr. Gaunt, where do you think you're going?
I beg your pardon, sir. I'm simply on my way outside.
Taking the day off, eh? Typical student, wasting the hours away.
I have to write 20 inches on Dittany and its uses. Was heading to the greenhouse.
Ah, yes! Mixed with, bubo tuber pus makes a fine, mustache paste. Yes, mustache paste. I find.
Are you feeling all right, sir? You don't seem yourself.
I assure you I am quite healthy, Gaunt. If I need a medical diagnosis, I shall head to St. Mungo's. Greetings!
Something is very wrong with
Professor, a word? Professor Black? Again, it is not too late to reconsider your decision regarding Quidditch. We could still have trials and a somewhat shortened season. It would be better than none at all.
But the injury, Madam Kogawa.
Professor, more than one student has taken a bludger to the head on our pitch. I dare say it knocked some sense into them. And they are fine now. The fact that it happened to be a pureblood, well, that's no reason to...
What nonsense! That you would trivialize the health of a student over a silly game.
A silly game? You are quite impossible sometimes. Sir, I've a good mind to write to the Department of Magical Games and Sports at the Ministry about you.
Good idea. I can even provide the parchment should you need it. Now, where is my elf?
Parchment? Very well, I will, and with pleasure. And I spotted Scrope in the Great Hall. Seems to be avoiding me.
I wonder why. Good day, Madam Kogawa.
Do you think anyone has found every secret passage in Hogwarts? Wouldn't surprise me if new ones popped up occasionally.
Why would Slytherin put his common room in a dungeon?
What did we do to deserve him as a head?
When I witnessed what passes for magic in these halls, I simply mourn for the future of the wizarding world.
The headmaster. I hope it's not about anything I've been...
Miss Broom, a word.
Oh, Professor, this is an interesting surprise. It's Bloom, by the way.
Remind me of your area of affinity, Broom. OWLs are swift approaching. Well, keep at it, Broom. And before you know it, you'll be as invisible as that new fifth year seems to be.
Well, they're as good as invisible to me, sir. Rotten little extortionist holding my diary hostage.
What was that, Broom?
Nothing, sir.
Speaking of invisible, where's my blasted house elf?
Something seems a little off with the headmaster.
Stand proud, purebloods. The future is yours.
Professor, a word, please. Hello, Professor Black.
Ah, Professor Weasley. How delightful to see you.
Sir?
Since I have you here, I wonder if I might, speak with you about Professor Fig.
Oh, very well.
I've decided to give him a bit more, leeway with his time.
Leeway, Professor? Are you sure that's wise? I confess I do worry for his students. He's rarely here as it is.
I realize that, and I'd like to keep it that way.
I see. But, sir, if I may, I am wary of how much time the new fifth year seems to be spending away from the castle, supposedly on Professor Fig's behalf. I've heard unsettling rumors of their escapades. Everything from sneaking into the Forbidden Forest to confronting Ranrock's loyalists and Rookwood's lot.
What? Goodness. You cannot believe everything you hear, Professor. No, you cannot. I mean, I shall keep an eye on Fig. You simply keep doing the wonderful job that you're doing. Simply wonderful.
Thank you. But I'm happy to look into...
Good. That'll be all, Weasley. I mean, Professor Weasley. Good day.
A wonderful job. Leeway for Professor Fig? I shall never understand that man.
That ought to give Professor Fig some breathing room.
Scrope's as hard a worker as any house elf.
Ahem! Attention, students! I hereby decree that the Great Hall be forthwith decorated in the stunning banners of Slytherin. I shall be taking no questions at this time, or ever. Scrope!
Oh, greetings, Master.
Remind me of the password to my office.
Oh, but Master made Scrope swear never to tell anyone, even Master himself.
How dare you question me? I've a mind to give you a matching set of ears.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Scrope begs forgiveness. It is the Black family motto, Master.
Right. Of course.
Master does remember it.
It's pure bloods forever, isn't it?
Close, Master. Scrope thinks Master is indeed testing Scrope. It is always pure.
Obviously.
And, of course, as Master knows, in French.
Yes, of course. I order you to pronounce it for me.
Oh, Master knows that Scrope's French is most pitiful. Oh, very well. Toujours pure.
There is another matter, Scrope. I confiscated this filthy diary from a student. It smells of squid and seawater.
Oh, Apollonia's diary. That is quite a surprise, Master. What do you wish Scrope to do with this treasure? Rubbish.
Whatever you wish, Scrope. It's your treasure. Now, off with you. The polyjuice potion's wearing off. I best get out of sight. Made it just in time. It's wearing off.
Fig was right. I can't believe it worked. Now to speak the password to the gargoyle. Revelio.
I haven't been down to the...
Off on another adventure, are we?
Revelio. Lumos.
Transfiguration required.
Revelio. Ah, the bells must be upstairs. Aloha, Mora. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Ah, found them. I'll have to get those up there somehow. Wingardium Leviosa, perhaps. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. One up, one to go. Revelio. 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 Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Well, that wasn't too hard. Evangeline should be pleased about this, even if Black isn't.
Revelio.
What's this one about?
Alohomora.
Revelio.
Confringo.
Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
The headmaster hates everyone who isn't a pure-blood Slytherin.
If only Black had the talent.
Garlic. Does Professor Black?
How many owls do you think Hogwarts had?
Revelio.
I met some of my best friends in flying. Nothing creates a bond like.
Could you remind me how the Daedalian keys work again?
When you spot or hear, I hope you follow Sam.
The Chudley Cannons are going to be unbeatable next season. You just wait and see. My brother promised me his old broomstick once he's saved up for a new one. I can't wait.
Might as well be so
Revelio.
Jarvis.
Now what am I supposed to do?
The bells are back up, Evangeline.
Oh, you're a credit to the school. I can't wait to hear them. I can't wait for the headmaster to hear them. I wish I could see his face. Future generations may not truly appreciate what you've done, but I do. And I hope that you do as well. You don't know how much this means for me and for Hogwarts.